my brain ain't the refrain of home and its warming fire. Home sings me of sweet things. Life there has its own wings to fly over the mountains. Though I'm standing still, people I've seen, they come in between the cities of tiring life. Trains come and go, but inside, you know, the struggle will soon be a fight. Home sings me of sweet things. Life there has its own wings. Fly over the mountains. I'm standing still. Oh, I'm standing still. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright. Soon the sun came through the trees. Around the next bend, flowers will send the sweet scent of home in the breeze.
Home sings me of sweet things.
Home sings me of sweet
My
things.
life there has its own wings.
There has its own
Fly over the mountains.
fly over the mountains.
Though I'm standing still.
Oh, I'm standing still. One more time. Home
Sings
me of sweet.
My life there has its own wings.
Life there has its own.
Fly over the mountains.
Fly over the
Though I'm
mountains.
standing still.
Though I'm standing still.
Welcome, everyone. This is the biggest vigil we've ever done in the 12 or 15 years. I'm just thrilled. Thank you all for coming out on a rainy night. I said to Barbara, we've had snow before on the longest, coldest day of the year, but this is the first time we've had rain for one of these. We do this to honor the people among us who are homeless and to remember those who were homeless in our community who have died. I'm not going to read the whole list of names. Instead, this year, I would like to dedicate this in the memory of Paul O'Toole, who froze to death in Burlington this week on the street. And I thank God that we have this overflow shelter and that we're able to keep our friends warm and safe and fed, and that people are not freezing to death on the streets of Brattleboro. And I thank you all for your support, and let's have some music.
Light one candle, light one candle, light one candle, light one flame, light one candle, light one candle, light one candle on a long winter's night. In a world full of darkness, in a world full of pain, all it takes is a sparkle, all it takes is a flame to make joy out of sadness, to bring hope to a life like the promise of the dawn on a long winter's night. Light one candle, light one candle, light one candle, light one flame, light one candle, light one candle, light one candle on a long light up the shadows, then you won't be afraid. If you offer your kindness, you'll get back what you gave. It takes one little candle to bring darkness to light, like the promise of the dawn on a long winter's night. Light one candle, light one candle, light one candle, light one flame. Light one candle, light one candle, light one candle on a long winter's night. Make the sun rise tomorrow with your faith in today. You can soften a sorrow if you just light the way. All it takes is a candle to bring darkness to light, like the promise of the dawn on a long winter's night. Like the promise of the dawn on a long winter's night.
Okay. Who do we have from the faith community who's going to do the blessing?
I will be happy to share that with
Thank
you.
you, Cheryl.
First of all, I'd like to share a prayer from Diana Butler Bass. The longest night has come once more. The sun has set and darkness fallen. The trees are bare, the earth asleep, and the skies are cold and black. Yet tonight we rejoice in this longest night. Embracing the darkness that enfolds us, we welcome the night and all that it holds as the light of the stars shine forth. May the blessings of all that which is divine rest upon this shelter, those who serve here, those who come here for nurture. May each one receive God's gracious blessing. May each one's needs be filled. May we find that hope that we seek in this dark, dark night in the hearts and hands of those who surround us all. Amen.
Thank you. Is Lucy back yet? Okay. All right, Lucy, we had a raffle, and there were 2 prizes, and Lucy has the raffle ticket stubs, and she's going to draw the prize. First for the quilt. This is a quilt that was made by homeschool children here in the Brattleboro area. Are any of the homeschool children that helped make the quilt here? Okay, I guess not.
Melinda,
Yes.
I believe that these homeschool children have also been part of a team who have prepared meals at the overflow shelter for the last 2 years. So their contribution goes beyond creating the quilt to also providing the meals here.
Okay, Paul's going to draw the quilt, or Charlotte is. Okay, thanks.
Oh, John and Ginny and Nola.
All right.
All right, John and Cindy and Lola won the quilt.
Yeah.
And now we have a cell phone donated by Verizon Wireless on Putney Road. We thank Mike up at Verizon Wireless for his generosity. It was to benefit the overflow.
Sarah Glennon.
Okay. All right, thank you, Lucy. Thanks to everyone who bought raffle tickets, and now we have a closing song.
All right, this is a song by Cy Khan called Here Is My Home, and we're going to have sort of co-led by Peter Amadon, Robin Davis, and me, Andy Davis. So, would you like to, I think it was about...
Good friends from whom we now must part,
Where are we bound?
Your hands and voices lift my heart.
Here is my home. Come darkness, come light. Where are we bound? Come morning, come night. Here is my home.
For those who work in harmony,
Where are we bound?
can learn to live in unity.
Here is my home. Come darkness, come light. Where are we bound? Come morning, come night. Here is my home. If we can join ourselves in song, where are we bound? Our hearts will live when we are gone. Here is my home. Come darkness, come light. Where are we bound? Come morning, come night. Here is my home. The spirit that finds music here. Where are we bound? We'll sing forever in the air. Here is my home. Come darkness, come light. Where are we bound? Come morning, come night. Here is my home.
I'm Melinda Busno, Executive Director of the Brattleboro Area Drop-In Center and Director of the Brattleboro Winter Overflow Shelter. So far this winter, we have had almost 50 separate people stay here and provided over 500 bed nights of shelter. Thankfully, we haven't had any children this year. It's been all adults. But we have people getting up in the morning and going to work from here. We have folks who are desperately seeking housing. We've actually had a few folks get housed already since November 27th. We are in need of more volunteers, people that can work from 7 p.m. until 1 a.m. or 1 a.m. until 7 a.m. should email overflow.bratt, B-R-A-T-T, at yahoo.com and let Lucy Fortier, our Overflow Volunteer Coordinator, know that they are available and when they might be, even if they can only do 1 or 2 shifts during the whole winter. We also have food provided all winter long through the courtesy of community groups and faith groups and neighborhood groups and businesses. And Reverend Barbara Hansen from the All Souls Church is the one who's coordinated that. And she actually has a waiting list of people who want to bring a meal in if we have an opening. So that's going very well also. Homelessness is a huge issue in Vermont. It's a huge issue all across the country. With the economy as bad as it is and unemployment as high as it is, people that are homeless are having a really hard time finding a job, finding a place to live. In Brattleboro, between the Brooks House fire and the flooding from Irene, we have very little housing, and what's there is not affordable. And for someone who's getting disability of $726.04 a month, a $703 a month rent does not cut it. They cannot afford a place to live. So people are having a rough time, and we're struggling to keep them warm and safe and fed. And we appreciate all of the community help that we receive, and we hope folks can continue to reach out and help. And if you know someone who needs us, please send them our way. Okay?
Homelessness is kind of a big problem in this county, but you know, I just wish everyone could do something to help us.
I know, I pretty much said it.
Well, they pretty much said it all.
Yeah.
I did this the other day on the street with Donnie sleeping in the background on the bench. He's gonna be mad when that comes out on Channel 8 or Channel 10.
Yeah, we'll just make the best of it.
Well,
So, where do you go when you get to leave this shelter?
we have nowhere to go.
That's, that'll be April. Be tents.
Live in tents, or the building they're tearing down, we're not gonna be able to stay there anymore. We're basically gonna be sleeping on park benches,
Yeah?
like they do in New York City.
We're under the bridges. Out in the woods.
Well, under bridges is good.
You must have hope for it to get better.
Well, of course. There's always hope.
We pray for hope all the time, but hope doesn't come. Hope does
Yeah,
not
well,
come.
it'll take time. It takes time.
Time is of the essence.
We got plenty of it.
Hope doesn't come overnight.
No. It'll come.
It will come eventually. It won't. Until then, well, we just have to deal with what we have to deal with.
That depends on the rich.
Oh yeah. They just keep putting money in their pockets. They don't care about anybody else.
And this is why we're where we're at.
This is why the Occupy system, Occupy Brattleboro, Occupy New York City, Occupy everywhere. This is why this is all going on.
We have to get the working class back.
There is no middle class. There's rich or there's poor and homeless.
We have to get that middle back.
There is no middle class anymore.
And that's what we need.
What you were doing before you have jobs? What happened to you?
I had a job, but there's no more work. There's no more money.
Right.
You can't pay your rent. You get kicked out because you can't pay your rent. And bingo, you end up
And I'm a
homeless.
Vietnam vet. And it's still the same way.
That's how you end up homeless.
Yep.
No work, no money.
There's going to be a lot more.
Yeah.
People working 3 jobs, and they're still 1 paycheck away from being here. Now, there's something wrong with that picture.
Back in the 80s when President Reagan was president, I had more money than I knew what to do with.
Yeah,
You know,
me too.
nowadays,
Well, you can thank Bush for that.
yeah, you know, it's just been going downhill and downhill and downhill and downhill.
Because he kept the rich richer.
Yeah, keep the rich richer, keep the poor poorer. You know, that's the way this country is.
Let's spread the wealth a little bit.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's why we're where we're at.
Sad and sad.
Sad. It's not only sad, it's ridiculous.
It is.
Injustice.
You know what? I wouldn't care too much. 2 seconds to go jump off the bridge into the wet stone brook. Just end it all. You know, because I'm so sick of living like this. You know,
Yeah, but I'm not giving up that easy.
you know, everybody, oh, I get a check, I get a check. They all living on Social Security, disability. I don't get no check. I don't get nothing.
I don't
get
either.
a dime. I gotta go around collecting cans and bottles. Just have enough, you know, put $1 or
And
$2
he,
in my
and he is
pocket.
disabled enough, but he's not a veteran.
You know,
But you are in business?
no, I'm not.
No, that's why he can't get.
Oh, okay.
See, and he is disabled. He's got missing finger, toes. But because he's a civilian,
They don't give me nothing. They give everybody else everything. I
well,
don't get nothing. No,
until you're 62.
I'll be dead by then.
How old are
Don't
you
be so
guys?
negative.
How old are you guys?
56.
61. And just begun.